Hey guys, Foxdrop here with a video on how to win your promos. When I'm streaming, probably one of the most frequently asked questions, the piece of advice that people are after, is they get into their promo series and they want to know what they should be doing to get through it. Now, of course, I don't want to come across like I have some kind of secret recipe to help you guys win your promos. It's not quite like that, but I do have some tips to help you with your promos so that when you go into them, you will have a high chance of winning. Now, the very fact that you've clicked on this video means that for some reason you view your promos as something of an obstacle, something that's a little tricky for you to overcome. Like I say, there is no secret recipe for winning those promos, but the first step you need to take is to identify that the fact that your promos are so difficult is purely down to pressure, and that is also pressure that you're putting on yourself. Now don't worry, I know that sounds very obvious and you're probably thinking this is going to be just a really crappy garbage tier video. I am going to go in a bit more detail as the video goes on, don't worry guys. The reason I'm saying this is because we need to lay those theoretical foundations down so that we can then say if we beat the pressure, then we can beat the promos. First way to beat the pressure is to understand that your promo games really are no different to any other of your games. They genuinely are just the same games, except these games then count towards you getting promoted. It's genuinely the exact same game. You know that Riot doesn't make the minions on the enemy team stronger, doesn't put you up against any harder teammates. It's just like every other game. Keep reminding yourself that you don't need to overthink things. You just play a standard game, take things as they come, and you'll be much better off for it. On top of that, there are also two rules that I like to tell people when they ask me how to get through their promos, things that can help beat that pressure. The first rule is that you should understand that if you are good enough to get into your promos, then you are good enough to win. Secondly, if you're good enough to get into your promos, then even if you lose, you're good enough to get back into them. So really, the pressure should kind of all be gone, because even if you don't get through this time, you'll get through next time. And if you don't get through next time, you get through the time after that. I think people view promos as that last step to getting into the next tier, and by some means, of course, it is like that. But really, once you're in those promos, you kind of already won, because you've proven to yourself that you deserve to go up to the next level. Like I say, even if you do fail your promos, because you've already gotten into them once, you can quite easily get into them again and try the second time. And if the second time doesn't go too well, then you try for the third time, or the fourth time, or the fifth. It doesn't matter. Eventually, if you keep at it, you're bound to get promoted. On top of that, you should also know that you are bound to fail at some point, and that it's normal and okay to fail, and that everyone fails. The thing with the promo series is that there's such a small sample size that it is quite possible that you will get games that you simply cannot win, like pure cannot win, and you'll fail your promos, and that's cool. Obviously you like to get promoted, but the point I'm saying here is that if you don't get promoted, it really doesn't matter. Take for example, a few weeks ago when I had my Diamond 2 promos. Right now, it took me like 5 attempts to get into Diamond 2 from Diamond 3, and in one of those attempts, the penultimate attempt, I had a 4v5 game and also a game where my team was full solo queue against a team of full premates. But it's okay, because then I kept plugging away and eventually I got promoted. Now, outside of all that theory stuff for your promos, actually is something that I like to do whenever I get into my promo series, right? Especially if I've been playing quite a lot of games, is that I'll take a break, a really quick break. I'll go for like a walk around the block or something, and I find that that really helps me to clear my mind, and it gets me in a really good state to go into the promos. On top of that, if you're valuing these promo series quite highly, if there's a lot of pressure on you, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, chances are you're going to encourage something called ranked anxiety, which will make you play worse. Now that is a topic that I could talk for quite a while about, but thankfully for you, I've already done a ranked anxiety video. In fact, I think it's probably my best video to date. So I'll link to that down below in the description, and if you do feel yourself struggling from that, then that video will help you. Really, the bottom line of it, guys, is that your promo series, you don't need to put so much pressure on yourself. Just chill out, just play the games like normal. And remember, guys, the very fact that you got into your promos means you deserve to win them. So all that's left is for you to go out there and have enough patience to actually go and win those games. And you can do it, guys. You genuinely can do it. Might sound difficult, it might sound like there's a lot of pressure on you, but you can. You can do it. But anyway, that's all I want to say for this video, guys. I figured I would make a video like this because, like I said, I get asked it all the time when I'm streaming, and I hope it can help you. Like I say, though, there isn't some kind of like magical switch you can just flick and win your promo series. Of course, you're going to have to just play the game, but really, guys, don't put so much pressure on yourself. You'll be fine. Don't forget, guys, you can find me on Facebook, on Twitter, and catch me streaming over at twitch.tv/Foxdrop. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video and hit the like button down below too if you did enjoy it. Most importantly, guys, though, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.